Namaste. Welcome to Healthy Lifestyle with Rajyalaxmi. Today we will be talking about relationship between two divine souls, two individuals, whether it is a relationship between father and son, father, daughter, husband, wife, brother, sister, two friends, two strangers, just two floating souls who are just there. Actually, our entire life is governed by these relationships. The moment you wake up, you have a relationship with yourself. You have a conversation with yourself every day, all the time, every second. Whether this conversation is of clear nature or it's muffled or it's confused, whatever your state of mind is with yourself, that goes outward to your relationship with the individual that you are going to be having a conversation with, whether it has the affirmation of jealousy, anger, hatred, or plain mutual respect. Bottom line is how you are with yourself. I have been stressing this point over and over again every time, everyone that I meet with, everyone that I talk to, I keep telling this message again and again. First, we need to find ourselves. First, you need to find who you are, what you are made of, and only then what your interests are, what you don't like. If you don't know who you are, what you are, where you like to be, what you don't like to do, how can you even express those feelings to the person who is trying to be, to connect to you? I come across people who first they will approach the person, then try to change that person completely. Why even go that far? The person is perfect the way that the person is. And that is where the conflict starts between individuals. Again, we as parent, I'm a parent too, we want to live our life for our kids. We tell our kids, this is what you should do. I think this is what is right for you. Granted, kids are too young to know what is right for them because you have lived longer than them. You have experienced life more than them. You have had few knocks from the life. They have not. But at the same time, if you stifle their creativity, if you stifle their movement, if you stifle their individuality and just make them a carbon copy of you, they are not going to be happy. They're not going to be able to express themselves. So allow that child, allow that person next to you in your relationship, regardless of who it is, to blossom. I have known some friends who have been, who had a career, who were businessmen, and all of a sudden they have taken completely different path in their life, and it is like it's their calling, and they blossomed. They have outgrown the shadow of their spouses, and of course the spouses may not like it, but it is pleasure to watch that individual grow, and that individual is able to fulfill what he was, why he was brought on this universe, why he was brought on this earth. So first thing to do is and that's where the meditation comes into picture, because when you meditate, it has to be done daily. It's like learning an instrument. When you want to learn an instrument, when you want to learn a sport, you must practice. Same way, meditation, you have to do it daily. Once your body gets attuned to it, once your emotions get attuned to it, once you are physically, emotionally, and on the other levels as well, you're attuned to your mind and your thoughts, then you're able to go deeper into it. There are simpler methods of meditation. That's what I will be discussing later part of the show. But there are more advanced methods. We are going to be discussing the simpler method. But let's go back to relationship. Every individual on this earth, it's your birthright to be happy. You are destined to be happy. It's up to us. It's up to us to choose that. If you do not allow that love, that divine love that's out there in the universe, in the nature is constantly, all the time, giving you pure perfection. Sun rays are there to make your days brighter. Moon rays are there to make your nights beautiful. Are we allowing it to come into our life? Are you going outside in the nature and looking at the birds and the roses and the sky, even the road, even the stone on the road? That itself is beautiful. Are you stopping to take a moment and enjoy what is around you? Once you do that, you will realize that it is not so bad. It is not, yes, of course, you can have a rosy picture of life. You can, I'm not putting colored glasses on my eyes. I am completely aware, fully aware of what's going around me. I am completely aware of what's out there, the war and the hunger and the poverty and everything. But I choose to see the beauty in everything. I choose to believe in purity. I choose to believe in the superconsciousness, which is in me, which is in you, which is around me. I choose to be absolutely in admiration, in awe of me and of the one who created me. Because he created me, and that is why I see the wonder. I see the beauty everywhere, and that is why I'm sitting here in front of you talking about the beauty outside of me and beauty inside of me. When I was younger, people used to say, you look beautiful, but that word is being repeated more and more. I have added few more years, few more pounds, quite a few pounds, but that beauty comes from within. Those lines that I have, they are of life itself, and they should not shame you. They should not be there to disturb you. They are there. I have earned them. I have earned them, so then when I am out there with the younger crowd, they can see that, yes, she has lived, and she has lived well. She has matured, is the word. Don't be ashamed of your body if it gains some weight. Don't be ashamed of the lines that come up on your face. Don't. You are perfect the way you are. This I come across all the time. People are taking harsh methods to make themselves who they are not, whether it's physically or emotionally or even the person who is coming closer to them. Detachment, the word detachment is crucial in a relationship. Why am I saying that? Who makes you unhappy? If you are attached to a person, if you're attached to a thing, if you're attached to your expensive pocketbook, if you're attached to your expensive jewelry, if you're attached to your material things, and if that's taken away from you, you will be unhappy. But if you are not attached or detached to any of that. And if it's taken away from you, yes, you're going to miss it for a few seconds, but then that's it, then it's gone. But detachment is not renunciation. People misunderstand the word that detachment is renunciation. Being a yogi, being a saint, being a monk, or being a spiritual person means you leave the world, you stop living, you stop wearing nice clothes, you stop wearing nice jewelry, you stop working, you just go in a forest and you meditate. That's not true. You live in the world. You enjoy the world. You look at the beauty in the nature. You look at the beauty in relationships. You look at the beauty that a son gives to you. The beautiful smile, the wonder on a beautiful little child's face. The purity, the innocence that is there on a little baby. When the baby is happy and laughing, you enjoy that. At the same time, you are connecting to yourself. That is called detachment, and that is called being spiritual. It's a free-flowing consciousness that helps us to go to a state of mind where only purity exists. And I am not saying something that is not achievable. It is achievable. I am trying it, and I am enjoying it. My path, my roadmap is full of laughter and music and mantra sound, which our sages created, and that is helping me. That is clearing the clutter, clearing the noise in my mind. You can do it too. You can just go, try it. Just go. Immediately, the tension that you have built up from a relationship, in your office, from your boss, from your coworker, anyone, it'll be gone. For that fraction of a second. I'm not saying that it's not going to be there again, but at least you will be able to release it a little bit and enjoy the moment a little bit. The bamboo gets swayed in the wind. It bends, but it comes back when the wind is gone. Same way. Allow the other person, allow the one who is close to you to be themselves. Let them sway a little bit. You're there, you're watching. But you need to give them the space as well. You cannot, I have seen some of my friends literally hover over their kids or hover over their spouses, and then they come back and they say he or she doesn't listen to me. Have you allowed them to experience the freedom that was given to us? Everyone has a mind. Everyone is allowed to think. You watch. I'm not saying, I watch my kids very carefully. I am there, making sure I talk to them. At the same time, treat them like individuals. Complete divine soul that they are supposed to. And that love will not only transform you, but it will transform the person who is in front of you. Give it a try. Try it today, try it tomorrow. Take a step back. Every time the anger, the emotion, the hurtful emotion that comes within you, if someone close to you doesn't behave the way you want to, take a step back. Just don't say anything. Don't react for a few seconds. And just be, and then see what happens. Then you will be able to realize that just taking that step back, not saying anything, just being quiet for a few moments, just being there for them for a few moments, allowing them to voice their opinion, voice their frustration. How do you know what kind of emotions are going through them? Allow them to express themselves, you will see, you will realize that the space is not so crowded. One of the philosophers, I always go back to him, Khalil Gibran. I was very influenced by him in my college days. He says, drink from, same cup, but drink from same cup, but not together. He has some profound wisdom. And also, just remember, who will make you lonesome? The one who is closer to you. The one who claims to love you. A foreigner, a stranger, will not make you lonesome. We lean on others. Instead of helping, we hurt others. I have seen this happen over and over again. I was going to talk about a totally different topic, but this happened today only and yesterday also. I see people, instead of nurturing each other, instead of, nature is nurturing. Every one except us, human beings, nurture. Like I had said, tree always gives shade and fruit. Birds are always singing. Bees are always, flower is always giving pleasure to people. They are not there to hurt. Yeah, thorns are there only to protect themselves. So, well, this is what I've tried to give out to over and over, again and again. Love yourself. Forgive yourself. Admire yourself for the divinity that is in you. What I would suggest, I'm going to ask each one of you to do something today. There are certain words, if you want to write them down. I promise to hold you, but not hold on to you. I promise to teach you, but not through words. I promise to love you for who you are. I promise not to criticize you. We don't like criticism. Even if it is a criticism that is going to, I hear this word, I'm only criticizing so you will get better. Says who? I am fine the way I am. Allow me to be, to explore myself. You are perfect. How about saying it to your better half, your spouse, or the son, or the daughter, or the relationship you are in? You're just perfect that you are. I don't think I want to change anything. Just say that line today. See what happens. Tune into their feelings, to their emotions. Go onto their side. If you get into the habit of going emotionally, going into their side and see what happens, you will be able to get attuned to their emotions. And also, try to balance your life, no matter what you're doing, whether in your career, in your relationship, in your finance. It has to be balanced. The excess of anything, there are overachievers, and end of the day, what happens? How do you feel when you come home? Exhausted. People go on vacation, come back from vacation exhausted because they have just be, and that is what we're going to talk about meditation when I come to, I had promised I will discuss meditation on a basic level. We're going to discuss advanced, there are 108 methods of meditation techniques, but I'm going to discuss the basic one. You can do this meditation in group setting. You can do it at home alone. But like I had mentioned earlier, meditation is a daily practice. You must practice it. What I just did before, let go. that also, inhale and exhale is basically breathing, watching your own breath. See how if you inhale and hold your breath and exhale, that's one method, but this is also very basic. So what I'm going to ask every one of you who is watching me out there, find a spot, clean, because cleanliness, like they say, is godliness. You need to be clean from inside. Yes, we all clean ourselves from outside, but not inside. Inside cleanliness is extremely important. And you make a conscious effort. I am making a conscious effort to be as clean, as pure, as closer to the little child that I was when I came on this earth. The different emotions, anger, jealousy, and they create the aura, the energy field, the negative field around you, and others get affected by that. So I'm trying my best not to generate it within me. So let's start meditation. Very simple, because I've been asked about that. Learning to meditate is a gradual process. It will not happen just like that. It won't. It just like you cannot be an Olympic swimmer overnight. Yes, some people have the capability. They're born swimmer, but they still go through a vigorous training. Some people are born with physical attributes that make them better swimmer, but they still go through a vigorous training, and they practically discipline themselves to be a good swimmer. And all those sportsmen, they are trained to be, they are shown how to breathe well. Basically, that is what meditation is. It tells you and me how to meditate, how to breathe. Doesn't it sound funny that I'm sitting here telling people that let's breathe properly? We don't breathe properly. A yogi takes only 108 breaths in 24 hours. The one who has mastery over his senses will take only 108 inhale, exhale. We don't do that. If we start doing that, then our life will be healthier on all level, emotional, spiritual, and physical level. On all level, our life will be completely healthy, which is what I'm talking about. So find a spot in your home, and again, some people think meditation means going into those lotus position and trying to sit in a discomfort and pain. No. Because you'll become aware of the pain. So if you have physical disability that the pain you are aware of the pain, be aware of the pain. But sit as comfortably as you can. Your spine should be straight. You should not slouch like this. And you will find the more you meditate, you will not be able to slouch, because the energy starts flowing. The movement of energy starts happening within you without you knowing it. It just starts subconsciously. It starts happening. You will not know, why don't I slouch anymore? Because it's the energy on your behind your spine. All the nerves. It starts moving upward, and so you can meditate in a group setting. You can meditate alone. If you can find friends, like-minded friends, who can just sit and close their eyes or keep it slightly open, allow a little bit of light to enter through, and you can just look at that light for 5 minutes. If you can find few people, that'll be good, because group meditation, the positive energies goes from one to another, and it has different effect. But if you cannot do that, just find a place in your home and close your eyes and just be here now, this moment. Connect with me. Don't be afraid if you meditate and you find something about you that you don't like. Just inhale and exhale. Go, take a deep breath and let the negativity flow in the ground, away from you. Inhale, bring the beauty in, and exhale. Do it for 5 minutes. If you can extend this to 10 minutes, it'll be even better. But you need to do this on a daily basis, every day. We all can find 5 minutes in our lifetime, 24 hours. In 24-hour period, we all can find 5 minutes for ourselves, away from everybody. Just you and you and you and no one else. Give it a try. This is a technique which is very ancient, very old. I showed you a very basic, very, very basic technique. There are some advanced methods which I can discuss it on a later time and day. If you need more information, you can email the station here, and they will be able to get back to me.